I really thought that tripling my coaching prices would be the best decision that I ever made. More clients, better clients, more money and less clients, right?
I'm rich, bitches!
Well, I was wrong. This one move almost tanked my business. And I'm going to show you in this video exactly what happened, what I learned, and exactly what you should do instead if you are thinking about increasing and raising your prices. So first, here's some backstory because I think you need some context. I was charging $1,500, $1,500 for my coaching program. And honestly, I knew I was undervaluing myself because I was over-delivering, getting great clients results, and deep down, I just knew I should be charging more. If you're a coach, you've probably had that moment, a feeling where you realize, wait a minute, I'm putting so much time, I'm giving so much value, I'm putting so much energy, and I'm not charging enough. I'm not getting paid enough for this. So I just did what every business expert says to do. I increased my prices. Actually, I tripled it. So instead of $1,500, I started charging, wait for it, $5,000. I thought, this is it. Higher prices equals to higher quality clients, better committed, and more revenue, right? Well, that's not exactly how it played out. So at first I was really excited. I announced my new pricing on my social media, I updated my landing page, and then I stepped back, I continued to take sales calls, waiting for those high ticket clients to roll in, because why wouldn't they? And then, crickets, nothing, zero, niente, nada. My sales calls went from making 35 to 40% conversion rates to 0%. I went from feeling confident about my value, all excited, to now questioning everything. I even started wondering, and thank God I didn't entertain that thought of lowering my prices again. I thought, did I just kill my business? What those coaches were telling me were just wrong. I increased my prices and I'm not converting at all. So here's the crazy thing that I really realized. The problem wasn't the price itself. The problem was something else entirely, complete out of the blue. And if you're thinking about raising your prices, raising your coaching rates, you need to know this. And by the way, before I go into the whole thing, have you ever considered raising your prices, but you didn't do it because you felt scared, you didn't know what was going to happen? Drop a yes in the comments if you relate to this, because I want to know how many of you are actually facing this problem right now. So getting back to it. Here's the truth. Here's the one thing that I really needed to understand that no one told me. They just told me to increase my prices, but then I realized this. Raising your prices doesn't mean just charging more. You have to reposition everything. Your messaging, most importantly, your marketing, your target audience, and your sales process. The biggest mistake I made was raise my prices without changing my messaging. I was still marketing the same way and to the same people as I did when I was charging a lower price.
I don't see the difference.
I'm going to double down on this one because it's really important for you to understand. Imagine a $10 burger joint, right? That suddenly decides to charge $100 per burger, but nothing else changes, right? So no premium ingredients, no 5-star dining experience, no Michelin star chef. People won't pay because the price does not match the experience. And that is exactly what happened to me. I tripled my prices, yes, but my marketing, my sales process, my positioning still sounded like a $1,500 coach instead of a premium coach. So instead of panicking and lowering my prices, I made 3 very crucial changes that completely transformed my business to the better. And I'll start attracting people that are now paying $5K all at once without even needing a payment plan. So the first thing I did, I reworked my messaging. I made sure that my content, my website, my landing page, my offer clearly communicated the ROI, the return on investment, on working with me at the new price points. So I stopped selling coaching sessions and I started selling a transformation. I started selling an outcome. And right now, if you're not attracting people that actually pay you top prices, because you're still charging for coaching sessions. We need to charge for a program, for transformation. That's what they pay for. Now, the second thing I did was monumental, was to target a different target audience. My old price points attracted people who were looking for cheap coaching. At my new price point, I needed to speak to people who are not only willing, but also able to afford me, that value the transformation. And that made a big difference because right now, maybe you're speaking to people that literally, they're willing, they'd love to have you, but then they cannot afford you. So look at your target audience and change it. Now, the third thing I did was really important, was to fix my sales process. Now, I learned the hard way, the high ticket clients, high value clients, they don't buy the same way the low ticket clients buy. I started using more of a consultative selling instead of just pitching my program and my services. And this really changed everything for me. And if you're asking what consultative selling is a sales approach where you act as an advisor rather than just a salesperson. right? Instead of pitching your services, your program right off the bat and really upfront, you ask deep questions. You diagnose their problem and really guide them to the right solution, right? Which is often your offer. Because let me tell you, high value clients don't want to be sold to. They want to feel understood. They want to feel heard. They want to feel confident the coaching will truly solve their problem. And consultative selling helps you do exactly that, because now you position yourself as the authority, as the natural next step. Now, if you want to know exactly the prices you should charge in your coaching business based on where you are in terms of your experience, then click on the video below, and I'm going to leave it here as well, because I go through the whole blueprint on how to build a $100,000 per year coaching business online. I'll see you there.